Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another figure review, a small, little tiny figure review, but a figure review nonetheless. Today we're taking a look at the Dungeons & Dragons Icons of the Realms Dragonborn Paladin Premium Miniature. This is a line of pre-painted miniatures. You can see him in there. Really shiny, glossy box here. You can see him in there. He's separate from the base, so there will be some assembly and gluing required. But you can see HD Minis, premium, pre-painted, out of the box, which means that once he's assembled, he is ready to be played with. Back of the box, you can see Whiz Kids, Icons of the Realm, premium miniatures. Add additional premium touches to your campaigns with additional figures from our premium painted miniatures line. So, I've come to understand that the pre-painted miniatures are far more expensive than the ones that you just paint yourself. I bumped the camera. I always do that. Anyway, yeah, I've come to find out that the pre-painted ones are more expensive than the not painted ones. I guess because the people took time to paint it, and so you're paying an extra few dollars for the paint. I don't usually tend to buy pre-painted figures just because I feel like it's the fun part of having these miniatures to paint them yourselves, to add a personal touch to them rather than to have a overpriced pre-painted version. And I feel like the ones that you paint yourself come out looking better than the pre-painted ones. I've noticed that some of the pre-painted ones look really cheap in some areas. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the box. There is some sort of like epic battle scene behind, but there's like so much glare from the holograph material they used on the box that it's hard to see. But with that being said, I'm going to take a few minutes to get this Dragonborn Paladin out of the box. Don't go away. I will be back in just a few minutes with the figure out of box and fully assembled. Alright, here is our Dragonborn Paladin all fixed up. He's got a shield. He's got a sword. Taking a closer look at him. He's got like this kind of brownish, tannish gold colored skin. He's got some chainmail. He's got some armor, some straps and stuff on him. Looking really cool. It does not want to focus on these. See, that's the thing I have trouble with these miniature videos, is they never want to focus. He's got some black dreadlocks. That's interesting. But yeah, oh my gosh, he does not want to focus. So yeah, he comes on this kind of like rocky base, some rocky ground that he's standing on. He's getting ready to fight some enemy, I'm sure. That's the thing, again, this is what I mean, where some of them look really cartoony or cheap. This could have been dry brushed. I would have dry brushed that. To bring out the textures. It just looks kind of flat. But yeah, the bottom of the base just says your obligatory copyright stuff of 2020 Wizards of the Coast, made in China. Everybody has their stuff made in China. China makes everything. But yeah, it's a really cool action pose. I guess we'll compare him to some of my other Dragonborn miniatures. Yeah, he's like so tiny. Look at this. So we'll bring in my player piece, Tanjed. This was custom painted. I didn't paint this. So maybe I should paint my own Dragonborn. But yeah, that was custom painted. I didn't paint that. And then the Jazzwares metal die-cast Dragonborn Cleric. So, yeah, there you go. We got the 3 different Dragonborn player pieces, miniatures, whatever you want to call them, that I have. And I really don't like the die-cast metal one, but it's made of metal, so I can't expect anything too grand from it. But it's nice. It's kind of big compared to the other ones. Put these off to the side, and I guess I also have like one other sort of human character, and that is Chandra Nalaar from the Magic the Gathering series. Wizards of the Coast did produce a few Magic the Gathering type of miniatures. And obviously, I had to get Chandra, which is my favorite Planeswalker, but you can see how they compare. Chandra and this dragonborn Paladin. Be like facing off. I'm gonna burn you. You didn't know this, but I'm a dragon, or at least part dragon, so I cannot be burned that easily, you fool. And yeah, she gets defeated. But yeah, there's the two of them. But yeah, I do like this thing. I think it's cool. Oh, he's even got like a sheath. I didn't even notice that the first time. And he's got like a little dragon on his shield. That's cool. Yeah, there's stuff that I'm still picking up on. But yeah, he's really cool. I guess we'll continue the comparisons with some of the other monsters. I guess we'll start with stuff I haven't painted. So here is a dire mimic and a regular mimic. See him compared to those guys. Those were already pre-painted. Same goes for this little giant centipede, fire centipede. And then we're going to move into ones that I painted. My favorite miniature that I've ever painted, the Odiug. Pretty simple. I didn't add anything too crazy to it. Just painted it exactly how it came out of the box. No fancy trimmings or anything like that. Then we have the Behir. Pretty big, hefty guy. And I did add a bit of sand and some bushes to the Behir. So he looks really cool. And lastly, one that I really went all out with, the skeleton horse. I added some sand and some freaking dead bushes, and he's rising out of a boneyard. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the comparisons. Not much else to really talk about with this guy. He is so small. I like how his mouth is open, like he's roaring. He's roaring, he's wielding his sword, he's got his shield up. Maybe somebody tried to like fire at him with a gun or something from behind, and so he's like holding his shield up to block that while he fights an enemy that's coming at him from the front. Like, there's so many different ways you could see this story play out of why he's in this particular pose, other than it just being a cool pose for a miniature. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up my video looking at the premium Dragonborn Paladin. I think he's cool. For $12, this is not bad. Pretty run-of-the-mill price for miniature characters, pre-painted. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care. Have a great night. And I'll see you in the next video.